Hello! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, Mama Eve is gonna tell you a scary story. Actually 3, but never mind. Here are 3 creepypastas that you're probably gonna pee your pants, maybe. At least I did when I read them. The first story is called The Expressionless. It's about a woman that was found on Center Sinai on June 1972. She had like a white dress. It was covered in blood. The ambulance came. They found her like covered in blood and stuff, and she had no expression at all in her face. She was like, what? She was like a personal doll. People flew in terror, like pure terror when they saw her. They took her to the hospital, provided her with, medicine and healthcare and stuff. She didn't talk at all. No, nada, nothing. And everyone was like, okay, I feel uncomfortable. I cannot look at her straight in the eyes. So every time they would look at her, they would literally feel scared. Her stare was piercing through their hearts. After a while, they were like, okay, we're gonna call the police. She was so calm, and that made them feel more scared about it because, when someone feels calm, when someone calls the police on them, it's gonna, ugh. There was a boy, doctor, stayed with her. She literally smiled for the first time. Among all the doctors that they were surrounding her, she only smiled to this doctor. And let me tell you something, she had long, pointy teeth that pretty much stretched out of her mouth. They started screaming and they flew out of the room. She barged on the doctor and cut his throat. He saw the woman standing up, calm and cool, and going straight to him, whispered to his ear before the police came, "I am God." The last thing he saw before he died was her fisting on the policeman that came in the room. That's just disgusting and creepy. Number 2, Nora Petrova. Nora is writing a letter to her friend Bree, apologizing for her behavior and what she did to her, and explaining her what exactly happened. Nora was an ice skater. She was really good at it. She started at a very young age, and she was really into it. At some point, she decided to search herself up on Google, and she found a link to Wikipedia on her page. Now this is strange because I would search myself online. I would probably find some pictures or some things that I probably did, but I wouldn't find a Wikipedia page unless someone actually made it for me, created this page for me. She clicked on the link and she saw herself. At first, it wasn't that bad. Like, it had some general information about her, that she's doing ice skating, when she leave, her age and stuff. But something was quite weird. In about 2 days, she had the competition for ice skating, and she was doubting if she would win or not. The Wikipedia page said that she would win the prize. And so she was like, oh, okay, maybe my father or friends are pranking me and they want me to feel better about myself, so they made this page or something. So after 2 days, she went to the competition and she won. She literally won. And after some time, a lot more information would be added to this page. Every time the Wikipedia page said something about her, like a medium, a psychic or something, that would actually happen in real life. Her parents decided to make her more popular and, train her with a professional. Sergey was her teacher. He didn't see any progress coming from her. And Nora got more and more greedy, let's just say, because she would always check on her Wikipedia page just to make sure that she would win the prize. She went to the Olympic Games and her friend was about to compete with her. Her friend was a bit better and something, and she saw that she wasn't going to win the prize. She went to her Wikipedia page and actually erased the part where she was going to lose, pretty much, and said that I'm going to win. She went to the games and an accident happened. This metal blade that they have, the skates, it went right to her forehead and she sliced her forehead. She didn't die, she was just, not in good shape. After she wrote that she wanted to win, the Wikipedia page then said Nora is a little bitch and she's gonna get what she deserves. She got injured. Everyone was talking shit about her afterwards. They didn't want to talk to her. Sergey said that I'm not gonna take you. I'm not the teacher anymore. You're alone in this. You destroyed my reputation. Pretty much, she lost her friends after this. I don't think she actually messed with her friend's blade just for her to lose. She was completely alone and hopeless. She was banned from the Olympics afterwards, so her fame went downhill pretty fast. Her Wikipedia page was saying all bad stuff. At some point, she saw something that really made her worry. Nora is like a little greedy orphan or whatever that is. She literally called her parents like thousands of times, and every time she would call them, someone would pick up the call and would laugh hysterically. Yes, her parents, they died. When she went to the Wikipedia page, she noticed that she's gonna die on a certain date. And as she's writing the message to her friend, her life is at risk. She didn't go out of her house. She was staying inside. I'm really tired, but I don't want to go to sleep. It's almost midnight, so that means that in any second, I'm probably going to die. I'm really curious as to what is going to happen to me, so I'm gonna stay up all night. Yours truly, Nora Petrova. Have nightmares. Number 3. Lavender Town Syndrome. The Lavender Town Syndrome, also known as a Lavender Town tone or a Lavender Town suicides, was a peak in suicide and illness of children between the ages of 7 and 12. Shortly after the release of Pokemon Red and Green in Japan, back in February 27th, 1996. This game would have a song that was really high-pitched frequencies, and something that only young people can hear because they have better hearing abilities. Little children would be affected by this noise. It would drive them crazy, and they would commit suicide. They would jump from the windows, from high places in general, or hung themselves from ceilings or whatever they could find. They noticed that on the game, at some point, there was like this really high-pitched noise that could probably affect their brain, you know, and drive them crazy. Delulu. They decided to call investigators and stuff to search it up and kind of like put a detector to detect the frequencies and like what is going on. Although Lavender Town now sounds differently depending on the game, this mass hysteria was caused by the first Pokemon game released. After the Lavender Town incident, the programmers had fixed Lavender Town's theme music to be at a lower frequency, and since children were no longer affected by it. So pretty much they changed the game a little bit, the sound, because they figured that's what's causing all this hysteria. One video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio of Lavender Town's music. When played, the software created images of the unknown near the end of the audio. This raised a controversy since the unknown didn't appear until the Generation 2 games. Silver, Gold, and Crystal. The unknown translate to Live Now. There is said that there is a beta version of this game actually existing. Pocket Monsters. That was considered a test game for little kids, and that's why it was released. I'm not sure if that actually caused a mass hysteria as the first one. Okay, everybody, I really hope that you enjoyed these stories, and I really hope that you're not gonna have any nightmares. I picked stories that were not really famous and not extremely creepy because I could not handle it. If you want more creepypastas and creepy spaghettis, let me know. And I'll see you in my next one. See you in your nightmares.